is Thursday, the 16th of July, 2026. We got a nice day in front of us. Sunshine, about a 20% chance of an afternoon shower. A little hotter soon, 92 for the high. Friday, 20% chance of rain, 93. Saturday, 20% and a high of 91. And then Sunday, a much greater chance of rain. Never fear, it's summer in Alabama. That could definitely change. But right now they're saying somewhere between 60 and 70% chance of rain on Sunday. So enjoy these next 3 days. Today is going to be beautiful. Maybe a break in the rain for us, which we kind of need.
We could desperately use that for sure. It will unfortunately remain a bit on the humid side, but we will somehow struggle through it because that's who we are as a people. We're hearty Alabamians. Plus, this is really a first world problem when you get right down to it. It's like, oh, I'm having a little trouble breathing. It's kind of humid.
We'll be
out
okay.
Here. Yeah.
Winter will be here before we know it. We'll be complaining about how cold it is.
Winter is coming. Work Trucks is downtown, 2324 3rd Avenue South. You need a truck for your business. This is the place to go. First, stop by the website, worktruckswithanxllc.com, right? First, check that. Now, what are you doing there? You're looking for the exact truck that you need. You might think you need one thing, and then you see something else, and you go, wait a minute, that could work for me. And the next thing you know, you're barking up a completely different tree, which is nice. That's one of the things the website is good for. It's also good for checking out the number of miles on these vehicles, the price on these vehicles, number of years on these vehicles, obviously. Then you go down 2324 3rd Avenue South. You test drive the 2 or 3 that you picked out that you like. You figure out which one you want, most of all, and then cut a great deal. Once they design and outfit it the way you want, you know, you might want a toolbox thrown on there. You might want a ladder rack, whatever. They do all that stuff. All of the work that they do is done in their shop, which is right across the street. You can also get your vehicle fixed there if you're so inclined. Work Trucks, better than 35 years in the business, same location. Work Trucks with an XLLC.com, 2324 3rd Avenue South. They are all about trucks.
It's Steve's turn.
So just yesterday, talked during this segment, as a matter of fact, about how the highest grossing biopic of all time is now Michael. The first category to be able to go over $1 billion bests Oppenheimer for the top spot of a biopic. That one stopped its box office run at just under $980 million in worldwide box office. And this means that biopics are going to continue. Some will be good, some will not so much. But in general, we are interested in finding out about the people that have kind of brought the world to us, be they in entertainment or like Oppenheimer helping in the biggest war that the world has ever seen, but doing so in a way that has led someone to wonder about the future of our world, even some 80 years later. Well, one of the next ones in the pipeline, not going to fully look into a man's life, but it's going to look into one chapter of that man's life. The movie is called I Play Rocky. It's going to take the story of Sylvester Stallone as he's trying to forge his own way in Hollywood, how he came up with the idea of Rocky, worked up the script, turned it into what eventually became 1976's Best Picture Oscar winner. Now, the man who's going to direct I Play Rocky is a fairly interesting choice. It's Peter Farrelly of the Farrelly brothers, who have given us comedies like There's Something About Mary, Fever Pitch, Shallow Hal, Dumb and Dumber. The thing about it is, you might not have known this, Peter's branched out, kind of separated himself from his brother, and when he does his own stuff, he comes up with some pretty well thought of dramas like The Green Book. If you know anything about how Rocky ultimately got made, Sly, fighting to break out of that typical Italian-American role, wanted a role that people would take him seriously in all at the same time. So this film should be about the idea of that plot, the writing of the script, and then, as the title of the movie states fairly plainly, his battle to not only sell it to the movie companies, but to sell himself in the role that he created. The young man who's going to play Sly also played another Italian-American in a recently limited series, The Offer. Very, very good series, portraying Al Pacino in the role to make The Godfather. The actor's name, Anthony Ippolito. Film's going to star also Matt Dillon. Wow, where's he been? Anna Sophia Robb and Jay Duplass, among others. But strangely enough, Stallone, who initially expressed interest in being involved in the project, is not actually involved in the final product. This will hit theaters in November, just in time for the holiday season. The question is, can it grab a big enough audience to make it worth it? And for some people who say, well, I know all about that story. Well, yeah, we all knew that the Titanic sank, but guess what? It made almost $2 billion in the movie theaters. So just because you knew the story doesn't mean you don't necessarily want to see it on the screen. I will be curious to see whether this actually gets an audience, though.
I'll be there.
I would love to see this.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the trailer right now,
Yep.
and the guy that plays Rocky is real close.
He's very close.
Very close to the way he looks.
Sylvester Stallone. It is a fascinating story to me, and it is, it sort of mirrors the Rocky story of a young man overcoming adversity, getting what he wants. Although in the end, I don't know if you knew this or not, Rocky loses. Spoiler alert.
How dare you? It's only been 50 years, folks. Only been 50 years.
I mean, the fact that he had to sell his dog because he was so broke.
I am curious as to whether they actually do deal with that in the movie.
I hope they do, because then he buys him back later, which is cool.
From what I understand, a fairly significant increase.
Oh, yeah. Like he sold him for $100 and bought him back for $5,000 or something like that.
Hey, since, you made all that money from the Best Picture Oscar winner, how about a little money for the trouble there, Bubba?
Started his entire career and launched from there with some truly great stuff. But in addition to that, I don't know how deep they go into it in the actual making of the Rocky movie. I know there's a scene in the trailer where he's talking to Apollo Creed. What's his name?
Carl Weathers.
Yeah, Carl Weathers, right? Just recently passed away. He's talking to Carl Weathers. He says, "Thought you said you could box." He goes, "I lied."
Got the part, didn't I?
The other thing this will do is Rocky was a long time ago.
Right.
The resurgence of people going back and watching all the Rocky movies will probably happen as soon as this comes out as well. There's a whole generation that doesn't know anything about it.
I can compare the original Rocky and the original RoboCop on this plane, and that is they are both eons better than any sequel that ever came after them.
True.
With good reason. I mean, Sylvester Stallone writing the Rocky script was really brilliant, and there's so much heart in it, and there are so many great scenes, many of which, if you watch it on TBS, end up on the cutting room floor.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't move the story forward, But they're the ones that won it the Best Actor Oscar, or the Best Picture Oscar. Watch it on DVD. Watch it streaming if you can find it, and watch the whole movie from start to finish, and walk away from it going, yeah, I get it. I see why that beat All the President's Men, which was one of the other Oscar contenders that year. As well, I mean, basically almost all the Oscar contenders are still considered to be great movies right now. And somehow this one beat them all. And there's a good reason for it, because it really is a fantastically made movie, which was then, in my opinion, cheapened more and more by each successive sequel that came out. 2 was kind of boring.
2 was predictable, unfortunately.
Well, of course you knew that he had to win this
the
one.
redemption story.
But also just a lot of time with him sitting next to Talia Shire in a hospital room, and you're like, oh, my God, this is just going on forever. 3 I liked probably almost as much as 1 because of the Clubber Lang and the guy, the boxer who had been protected by his manager all this time and never really faced anybody and having to kind of change the way he boxed and all that stuff. 4 is a comic book.
It is. Let's face it. This is let's wave the American flag as much as we possibly can right in front of you.
But it's a good comic book.
Oh yeah, I mean it was enjoyable, but it's a comic book.
But it really is. I just want to say something. I want to say the United States. Okay, thank you, Rocky. Nobody can understand a word you're saying, buddy. 5 was horrific.
It god awful.
And then there were a couple of others that got thrown in there. Rocky Balboa was a screwed up mess because basically it wasn't even part of canon, right? They had to throw it away when they started making the Creed movies, I think, because something went horribly wrong there. Anyway, I haven't seen any of the Creed movies, but I will watch. I
saw the first Creed one. The first Creed was good, and it kind of follows that same line each successive one. You're like, not really sure why we went there.
I will definitely see I Play Rocky, because it really is. When they were filming, this movie, by the way, invented the Steadicam, which it was an amazing invention that has been used in every single location shoot in every movie ever since. And it was invented specifically so that they could keep up with Sylvester Stallone during the workout stuff and the running up of the steps there in Philadelphia and all of that stuff.
Classic scene.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful. A lot of times they'd have somebody like in a van, driving along next to them but they figured out, like, when you get to the steps, we got to have some way to keep the camera steady while we're running up the steps. So this guy invented this whole rig that he wears, and it's got shock absorbers on it and whatever. And then, if they show it, I would love to see it. While Rocky is running up the stairs at breakneck speed, this guy's doing the same thing next to him, sideways.
With a camera.
And you're just like,
amazing.
Which one's actually more impressive?
How did he do that? Very impressive. 9:16 with Dixon and Vining. Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Adam Carolla has really come into his own. I don't know when we suddenly decided we were going to start paying attention to Adam Carolla. Maybe it was about the time he started making sense and podcasts started finding their way into society. We'll talk a little bit more about it next. Oh, here's some big news. Joe Biden is releasing a memoir after the midterm elections.
Does he know that?
I suspect every page is blank. It's just going to
It's
be like
entitled "I Can't Remember."
There's 1,000 jokes there.
I can't remember any of them. It is Dixon Dividing on Talk 99.5 and Talk995.com.
I'd love to be able to talk about one of our many clients, and he's pretty special, Daniel over at Noble Contractors, and he does gutters. How many of you know somebody that can take care of your gutters and do it at a reasonable price? That's so important. Don't be taken advantage of. There's some big national companies out there that are charging way too much for gutter repairs or new gutters. How about dealing with somebody that's local, a veteran of the military, honest as the day is long, nicest guy you'll ever meet, and his crew of guys that work for Noble Contractors, just amazing the work that they do. We encourage you, and he'll tell you too, go ahead and get some estimates. Go ahead and get an estimate from a couple of the big national companies and then give him a shot and let him give you a free estimate about what he can do. Gutters, gutter covers. He does repairs. He can even clean out gutters if you need that done. Everything related to gutters. He is so knowledgeable, and Daniel can help you. Noble Contractors here in Birmingham, 205-422-3034. They also has financing available, too, as low as 0% for 21 months. So get to know Daniel. Put his number in your phone. If you own a home, hopefully you have gutters that are working correctly. If they're not, and you've probably noticed that over the last couple of weeks with all the rain that we've had, give him a call. Let him know what's going on. You're having trouble with something. Maybe a gutter has come off the side of your house. He can fix that for you. 205-422-3034. Also find him online at noblecontractorsala.com. And you can find Noble Contractors on Facebook. Give him a call today, 422-3034.
I think it took a conservative movement for Adam Carolla to actually begin making a dent back into culture once again. Carolla, stand-up comic, pretty funny, was dirty for a really long time, is trying to work a lot cleaner now for some reason, I guess. Maybe he has kids. That happens sometimes when you do that, but does some pretty funny stuff. But he's got a podcast, the Adam and Dr. Drew show, Dr. Drew Pinsky, and he pointed out this week the three biggest hoaxes in America in the recent past. Number one, white supremacy. I mean, the Biden administration was busy chasing down white supremacy, and at one point, one of the FBI agents who was part of the task force on, deep background told a writer, there are more people on this task force than there are white supremacists in the United States.
Yeah.
They knew that what they were being tasked to do was ridiculous, and that's why they had to kind of create it and go to church parking lots and write down, tag numbers and things. Well, these people are white supremacists.
That was awful.
It was ridiculous, of
course. It really
was.
was.
The second, climate change. I really think there are still some true believers out there, but I really think that we're starting to slide away from that. I think more and more people are starting to go, shouldn't we be underwater by now? 30 years I've been telling people we'd be underwater by now.
Yeah,
we're not underwater
we're
now.
Not, no.
Why are we not underwater? Well, because they lied to you, and it was wrong. And, of course, COVID-19.
That was a big one.
The big one, yeah.
That was the one that turned a lot of heads. That's the one where everybody started going, I feel like I'm a bit of a sheep.
I'm officially going to question everything now.
That did it.
Yeah.
It really did, if nothing else. COVID opened our eyes.
It's funny to me that Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel were on a show, The Man Show, in the 90s, I believe. And they went their separate ways. They both have become successful in their own endeavors, Jimmy Kimmel being a talk show host, and Adam Carolla doing the podcast thing, doing the stand-up comedy thing. It's making a real dent, basically, in society. And they are so politically diverse. I mean, they are opposite ends of the spectrum. Carolla's like, I don't know why people call me a conservative. I'm in favor of abortion, and I like smoking dope. And it's like, but most of the rest of what you believe in falls on the right side of the ledger, Mm-hmm. You don't think that, men can have periods. That's one of the things that's kind of important. Anyway. Elliot Page, a.k.a. Ellen Page, says that gender is a quaint myth and that animals are queer.
And you have proof of that, right?
Sure. Animals are queer. I think animals are horny beasts, and they'll do whatever it is they think they need to do in order to,
It's called Animal Instinct.
Animal instinct, exactly.
Animal Instinct.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a good thing. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be taking my medical advice from an actress turned actor who knows less than nothing about these things. I got to tell you, Elliot looks more feminine now than she did when she was Ellen. I'm just kind of like, what are you doing here? I know this isn't what you were aiming for, but you got it wrong.
Congratulations.
Uwe Boll looking at possibly casting Gina Carano in Citizen Vigilante 2.
Yeah, because apparently Armie Hammer suddenly came out and said, you know what, I'm really not all that proud of this movie. Well, you should have been, because it was actually your comeback, dummy.
Yeah. I know he only got paid like $275,000 for doing it.
Which is $275,000 more than what he had.
You can go back to selling real estate in the Caribbean, my friend. He was very good in it, by the way, and I think, maybe he'll rethink it.
I'd like to see it. I'm not willing to pay to rent it yet.
Go back to the United States. This is supposed to take place in the U.S., from what I understand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Conor McGregor, as you predicted, Steve, going to fulfill the final fight of his contract. He's going to go through knee surgery and come back and
test it one more time.
Rip his knee up a second time.
And then that might be the end of it.
Maybe. I don't know.
I played a lot of racquetball in the, I want to say, late 80s, early 90s. And one day my ankle folded over on me while I was playing. Just terrible.
Yeah, that'll hurt.
Very much like the step on that we saw in the Bosnia-Herzegovina game that drew a red card that then later disappeared. But it was bad. And went to the doctor, and the doctor gave me all this advice and gave me the inflatable cast and the ice pack and all of this. And so you got to get, crutches. I wasn't on crutches all the time. I mean, I kind of counter surfed and things around to get around, so I just wasn't constantly using crutches. But I did stay off of it for 6 weeks, as he said, and then rehab for another 2 weeks after that. And then I went and played racquetball again, and it was about 5 minutes in when that ankle folded up again. And I'm like, Connor, you ain't going to make it, brother.
You got to throw in the towel and
I'm here
know when
to tell
to do
you,
that.
you ain't going to make it. It's a bad idea.
And whoever his opponent is suddenly goes, I know where your weakness is.
That's right. I know exactly where to kick you. Charles Barkley, surprising a lot of people by making a large political donation to Jay Feely. Jay Feely was the place kicker for the, obviously the NFL. He was the Cardinals, right? I believe that is Arizona Cardinals, yeah. Of course, Barkley played for the Phoenix Suns for a long time. He made the massive donation of $7,000, which is the maximum allowed between the primary and the general election accounts. He split the two evenly. And people are a little shocked because, guess what? Feely is a Republican, and he has been supported very vocally by President Trump. I'm not surprised by this at all. We've known Charles Barkley in this area a long time. Charles is his own man. He's neither a Democrat nor a Republican. For a while there, he was talking about running for governor of Alabama. I saw him on The Tonight Show, and he was asked point blank, would you run as a Democrat or a Republican? He said, probably a Republican. And I'm like, that doesn't shock me at all. Barkley is a pull yourself up by your own bootstraps, work your ass off kind of guy. He learned it from his single mother who raised all those children, made sure they all got to school and they all got fed, and made sure that they all became successes on their own merit. I mean, if that's not a Republican, I don't know what is,
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. But, I mean, he also
I think he turned out all right.
He gives money to Democrats, too. He tends to go where his conscience leads him, and that is as it should be. I think we could all probably learn a thing or two from that because, good golly, how long are we going to go down this divisive road that we continue to live on?
It's pretty bad right now.
It's worse than ever, in fact. All right, 9:30 Dixon Dividing Talk, 99.5. We got some food talk here coming up, including a couple of new bagel franchises. Bagel franchises coming to town. Krispy Kreme celebrating their 89th birthday. And Reese's Frozen Mini Cups? What's that all about?
Good morning, everyone. 9:36, Dixon and Vining at Talk 99.5 at talk995.com, on YouTube at Real Talk 995 TV. And don't forget to download our app so that on your electronic device, whatever that may be, you can take us wherever you go.
My toaster.
Well, I don't know
It's
about
my electronic
that.
device.
Is it?
Yep.
Mm.
Can I download
You were
it
talking
there?
about earlier someone losing a phone.
Oh, my
That is the
God.
worst feeling in the world. I had a neighbor whose whole family kind of went out of town and ran over and said, I can't find my phone. Would you mind calling my phone so I can try to figure out where in the world I left it? And it happened to be in the back of his house somewhere underneath some book or something. But if the ring had not been on,
Yeah.
and I hadn't been home, he would have
Right.
been like, okay, now what do? I don't have my phone. I don't have a hard line. What do I do? So luckily he was able to find it. But it is a weird feeling when that happens. You're just like, okay, what do we do now?
I can't even imagine. I mean, so much stuff is, we live on our phones. So much stuff is in our phones right now. I fear being arrested, thrown in the Hooskow, and being told you can make one phone call. I know nobody's number. I do not know a single person's
I need my
number.
phone.
That's right. Nope, it's locked up. Can't have it.
Give me my phone. All the numbers are in there.
Call Goldberg, 800 600
Don't give that out. Shh.
Sorry.
My goodness.
Parrot Structural Services, parrotss.com, 668-2626. When your foundation starts to slip, slide, lean, sink, fail, or fall, you need to get Parrot Structural on the case. They're going to come by. They're going to give you the once-over. They're going to be honest with you. They're going to tell you what the situation calls for. They will explain every step of the way what it is they're doing. The helical pier system is really cool if that's what they need. Grout pumping, slab jacking, soil stabilization, wall tiebacks, they do all of this. And, you know, they're the best in the business. They're honest as the day is long. They've got the experience. They've got the integrity. Every single thing you could possibly imagine or want is right there available from Parrot Structural Services. ParrotSS.com on the web, 668-2626. Make the call and change your life, really. These guys are great. They're fantastic. They are going to improve your home and your entire situation so much. 668-2626, licensed, bonded, insured, E-Verify compliant. Taco Bell is being investigated for the whole cyclosporiasis outbreak.
I still prefer the old way of saying it.
I know. I do find it difficult to believe, though, that only Taco Bell would be responsible
Yeah,
for that.
come on now. I
mean,
mean, they use lettuce and tomato and
They're getting their lettuce from somewhere.
pico de gallo, maybe.
The pico.
Mm-hmm.
Love the pico. One would have to assume that they're getting their lettuce from the same place that a lot of other people are getting their lettuce. So it can't just be Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's
Although
not-
I've long said someone
Why-
needs to investigate Taco
Why are
Bell.
they picking on Taco Bell?
Uh-huh. Because it's so
doesn't seem fair,
incredibly
does it?
delicious. Is that what it is? Because it's so good? McDonald's has dropped a new sauce that supposedly is going to send people running in that direction. Would you like to know what it is? Of course. you
Sure. I do.
Absolutely.
What is the sauce?
Caesar sauce. It's on the Bacon Caesar McCrispy sandwich. And now it can also be used as a side for its recently reformulated McCrispy strips. So if you like a little Caesar, not Little Caesars, but a
No,
little
but
Caesar.
Caesar.
Yeah,
As in Caesar
So like
salad?
Caesar salad sauce? Is that what we're looking
Caesar
at?
dressing?
exactly.
Uh-huh.
I believe you've nailed it, my friends. Caesar
That's
salad
not a new
dressing.
sauce. You
Well,
can't claim
it's
that.
not new.
McDonald's.
It's new to them,
Well,
I think is what they're saying.
not new to us.
No, of course not.
No.
But this is like they're just saying, look, now we have this.
Mm-hmm.
It's new to us. Why do you have to be so
Whoop-de-doo. It's Caesar.
whoop-de-doo?
It's Caesar
Well,
dressing.
yes, but they haven't
I mean,
had
get
it
a
up
little
until
more
now.
creative. Get a little
Yep.
something no one else has. What
Wow.
is that?
Wow.
Come on, bring it a little stronger, McDonald's.
I mean, look, McDonald's gets you your order
Well,
on
next
time,
week
hot,
they'll
and
be-
correctly.
Next week,
do they?
we've got something great new. It's called ketchup. Oh, great.
No, they've had ketchup.
Well, I know.
Let's not kid ourselves.
Hey, McDonald's.
Yeah.
How about some Chick-fil-A sauce? Can you get that?
Yeah, almost nobody can mix mayonnaise, ketchup, and mustard.
No,
a
it's
very
not
difficult
that.
thing.
No. You have that wrong.
I've never
I'm
been
just
that.
saying, come on.
Never been
It's
that enamored
salad
of Chick-fil-A
dressing.
sauce.
What the
I gotta be
heck?
honest with you.
Ooh, we got something new.
Mm.
This is Taco Bell coming up with another ingredient that they mixed with another one.
Wow.
It is the same thing. You know it.
Show me on the doll where McDonald's hurt you. I don't understand. What's this all about?
Right in the taste buds.
I'm blaming Chad. Chad's really ticked me off,
Apparently so.
and so I'm in a mood.
Chad with Alabama Power. you're going to pay
Well,
the price.
actually, he's with the tree service.
Oh, he's
that
with the tree
Alabama
service, excuse me, yeah.
Alabama Power hired.
That's right.
He's the one.
Reese bringing a new Sunday mini cup to Sam's Club.
Okay.
It's a mini cup. It's a Sunday in a mini cup. Rather than introducing another ice cream pint or frozen bar, Reese's has created a dessert that's served on its own, ready-to-enjoy cup. Every Sunday mini cup is individually portioned, making it simple to grab one whenever you're in the mood for something sweet. Each cup combines Reese's peanut butter-flavored frozen dairy dessert. I love that. Frozen dairy dessert. Note how they're not saying ice cream.
Yeah.
They're running around their backhand to
Dairy
not
dessert,
say
though.
ice cream.
You're going to wear yourself out or break your arm, one of the two.
Reese's peanut butter flavored frozen dairy dessert with chocolate swirls and topped with crunchy Reese's Pieces minis. Every spoonful delivers creamy texture along with the colorful candy coating fans already recognize.
Interested?
I'm not against it.
No, I'm not either because I love a Reese's.
Dessert starts with a peanut butter flavored frozen dairy base and includes chocolate swirls that bring Reese's familiar flavor combination to each cup. Topping of Reese's Pieces adds a satisfying. Yeah, well, you're just repeating yourself at this point. I think we pretty much got that information in the first slide. Thank you very much.
Now you're on Reese's.
That's right. You know what? Chad is just ticking me off.
Chad's getting a reputation up in here.
Well, Chad,
Are you two going to be like grabbing lawn chairs and sitting out in her yard waiting for Chad to show up this
protesting.
afternoon?
That's right. Don't touch my crepe myrtles, Chad.
You mess with
You
one of us,
leave with
Chad.
them.
You
Chad,
mess with
you've
all of
been
us.
warned.
You
You've been
mess
warned.
with the whole group.
That's right.
Paleo.
Uh-huh.
Ghirardelli is coming for Hershey's. They got 3 new chocolate bars.
Oh.
I like
What do you got?
Ghirardelli. Don't
I
get
do
me
too. That's
wrong.
pretty good
Sure.
chocolate.
But I tell you, the
It's high end.
Moser Roth things
It's
at
close,
Aldi
right?
really starting to earn my respect,
Yeah,
man.
it's good stuff.
Ghirardelli sea salt almond, milk, and caramel crisp.
There you go.
Hello.
Caramel crisp
Oh,
is
I like that
Hello.
last one.
where I'm going.
Oh boy,
That's going to be like the Heath bar. You watch.
might be.
I bet it is.
That's more toffee-ish though, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know. Ghirardelli's new milk chocolate bar is made from a solid milk chocolate and has a straightforward ingredient list that includes sugar, whole milk powder, and cocoa butter. Alternatively, you can indulge in the milk chocolate sea salt almond bar, which features roasted almonds and sea salt for a sweet and salty twist. If crunch is what you crave, you can't go wrong with the milk chocolate caramel crisp bar. Rather than gooey caramel, which you may have enjoyed in the brand's Squares collection, it has crunchy caramel pieces and rice grains that add texture to every bite. It's a Nestle Crunch Bar.
That's
I'm
right.
in with caramel.
With
I
caramel.
like it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Count me in. Count me in. One of the greatest things I ever tasted was when they put that gooey caramel in the Crunch Bar, the Nestle Crunch Bar. And I was like, what's this? Nestle Crunch with caramel. I've never seen this before. I buy it. I eat it. I instantly fall in love. I've never seen it since. It's gone. I'm like,
Don't you
oh,
hate that when you fall in
apparent-
love with something and it's
apparently
like gone?
I bought the last
the
one.
ultimate tease.
Yeah. So sad. Chick-fil-A's secret ice cream sandwich. It's not really that secret. The
Ice
chain wants you to
Dream?
order it too. Yes, you're right. Ice Dream is what it should be. The item is called Ice Dream at Chick-fil-A. Chunky chocolate chip cookies and fudgy brownies. Here's what you do. You take your chocolate chip cookies, you get yourself the Ice Dream in the cup, and then you just kind of put the ice cream in between the two. And I don't, the ice cream is kind of soft. I'm not sure it's going to hold.
You're going to need a
together.
lunch buddy for this.
Yeah,
no
absolutely.
kidding.
It's
Yeah,
going to
gonna
make
be
a
a
mess.
mess.
You're going to wear most of this.
This is like eating a taco. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
a little tricky.
I mean, I understand
And you-
where they're going with it, but yeah, this is going to be a mess.
Well, and you're going to have to do it as quick as you eat those McDonald's French fries
Yeah.
because that thing's going to melt.
What if I did this? What if I just took the cookies, broke them into pieces, and used them as like chips to dip the ice cream
Now that's
out?
a better idea.
See, there you go.
That. Now you're thinking,
Or
Richard.
crumble up
yes.
the
What
cookies
they
and
need to
stir them
do-
into the ice
You-
cream and
and
then just
yeah,
eat it with a spoon.
He's really thinking.
Or you start making cookies that are in a cup
Yeah.
form where you could just dip it in,
Mhm.
kind of like a Tostito
Uh-huh,
cup form.
I like
Oh,
that.
with the
Scoop.
salsa,
The
a
scoops.
scoopy scoop.
I like
Yep.
the scoops.
How about that?
This is a great plan. Hey, Chick-fil-A, it's time you start listening to us.
One day you will.
Burger King is lost. There's nothing we can do for them. But you,
We
You-
can help.
Actually, don't need any help. We're just trying to improve on what's already fantastic.
that's right. That's true. I mean,
What's not to love?
would you call those new when you get the scoops, the cookie scoops? Would you call those
I'd
new?
call
or-
that new.
Of course you would.
Mhm.
And yet
'Cause
people
I
would
thought
just
of
go
it.
like, hey, That's just cookies
I thought of
designed
it.
in a scoop
But
form.
they're like, that
There's
Valerie's
nothing
pretty
new
smart. That's
there.
a great idea.
You're acting like that's new. I'm tired and it's old and worn out.
But here's the thing: just because something has a patent, you can also get an improvement patent on that original patent.
Uh-huh.
We're
So,
just improving.
Do you think like the Caesar sauce at McDonald's has got a
That's-
patent on it? Do you
No.
No, because it's not new.
think? Man,
Yeah,
It's just
that-
Caesar salad
I'm
dressing.
sorry. That's just
you're
lame.
just cruel.
That was lame.
Krispy Kreme is celebrating their birthday with a dozen donuts for 89 cents.
Now that's a bargain.
Of course, you have to buy a regular
No, does
price.
it
There
say
it
that? I
is.
don't think you have to. They're just 89 cents.
Or do you have to download the app?
Oh, come on. Don't make us do
Iconic
that.
Bakery is celebrating its anniversary by offering 89-cent original glazed donuts on Friday, July 17th. For
Tomorrow.
one day only.
Yeah.
Fans can store an original glazed donut dozen for just 89 cents with the purchase of any dozen at
Come
regular
on,
price.
No.
Man.
At participating U.S. shops, the offer is limited to 2 dozen
So-
in-shop and drive-through and 1 dozen for online pickup or delivery.
Yeah, okay, so what we're getting
Mhm.
is 2 dozen donuts for the price it ought to be.
A little, really, because they are a little crazy, aren't they?
Yes.
The whole thing has gone off the rails. The hell is with you people?
Mm.
And a popular bagel franchise is opening a new location. I love me some Einstein Brothers bagels. I love them. That's really where I fell in love with bagels for the first time. It was in Orlando. They used to bring bagels to all the meetings, and God, that place loved meetings. They
So
loved
you ate a
meetings.
lot of bagels, huh?
I've never been in a place that had 6 different meeting rooms in it. That's how much they loved meetings. So, yeah, they would bring bagels, and I downed a lot of them and put on a few pounds. But that was where I learned about the onion bagel
Ah,
and
so
the
good.
cinnamon cream cheese
Mhm.
because I'd never had that before.
Listen,
and
you
that
get
was
a-
all that was left in
you
that
get a
thing. I was
taste of
like,
that and
yeah.
it's over.
Oh, baby. I tell you, that savory and that sweet together is so good. Trussville Mayor Ben Short welcoming the new business on social media. Grabbed my bagels and made some new friends. Be sure to drop in and check them out. Welcome to Trussville. Restaurant is located at 1430 Gadsden Highway, a.k.a. Highway 11, Suite 100, the former Starbucks location. Einstein Brothers Bagels, one of the largest bagel franchises in the U.S. It's taken us forever to get one. Every time I ever talked about it, someone would call and go, there's one on the Sanford campus. Yes, for the students, not for us.
Wow. You're not bitter,
Ain't
though.
open to the public. What's up with that?
You're
I'm not bitter. It's just the last time I was on the Sanford campus, I got arrested. And
Yeah, I
it's like,
bet you
what
did.
are you doing?
He's back.
Why
Gotta
are
go to
you
Einstein
here?
Brothers.
We need some answers. Mm-hmm. There's 9 locations in Alabama, including 3 in the Birmingham area.
What
2 in
time do they
Mobile,
open? Can you get some on the way in? Bring them in to us?
I don't know. If you
Maybe
can
tomorrow
get them.
morning? Wouldn't that be awesome?
I doubt it sincerely,
You
but
don't think they open early?
I'll look around and
we'll
see
let
what
you
I can
come
find.
even late. How about that?
Oh, you'll let me show up
yeah,
late?
it'll be. It's
As
you
long
know,
as I have bagels?
like be here by quarter to
That's very
6.
nice.
Quarters just before the show starts.
Where's the other one? I saw one here not too long ago. Was it on 280 or 31?
It's
I know
on
that-
280 over by the McDonald's, and then there's one south side, 10th Avenue. South.
Oh.
There you go.
Very nice. Okay. Good deal all around. 9:49, call it 9:50. We will be doing the Dixon Divining question of the day and some of your texts coming up next. Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com, 9:55 hour time. I'm Richard Dixon. She's Valerie Vining. Steve West is here. Skippy and Jimbo coming up in moments here. Make sure that you've got your hey nows ready. You don't want to miss out on that.
It's ready.
Thomas says get Skippy or Jimbo to pick up your bagels on the way in. Yeah.
They'd almost have to because I looked it up. They don't open until 6.
Damn it.
Yeah. You could be late.
Grumpy Old Goat says, do you guys need to borrow my Get Off My Lawn hat? Yeah, that would be
I
good.
do need that. Can I borrow it?
Mike says 2 parts chocolate crown and 1 part screwball is a Reese's cup shot.
Ooh.
Is it
I
now?
like it. When you need to find a number to make your one phone call, the cops won't give you your phone so you can look it up. They will happily look up the number for you. All you have to do is give them your phone's passcode so they can open your phone and look around for it. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Sounds like you know from experience
Let's
there,
just
KC.
hope we don't ever get in that position.
Michael says, I lost my phone. Can you call me? A great way to get a girl's number. Richard is talking about his ankle injuries the second time after playing racquetball. Has he not ever heard of ankle support? No, I never have, EC. Never heard of it. Yes, I was wearing one at the time. Didn't do much good for me. Biden book, a project guided by Dr. Jill Biden, a crayon pictorial of the president's life. Cover art by Hunter Biden, forward by Chinese Communist Party. Very nice, McGee. Adam Carolla's interview on the Joe Rogan Experience is really interesting. I didn't realize he started off as a simple carpenter and just worked his butt off. Yeah, that is true. He's a fascinating cat. Very funny. Very funny. His dry bar comedy special is one of the funnier specials that you're going to find. And I saw him do an interview with Jerry Seinfeld where Seinfeld told him flat out, your rich man, poor man bit is one of the best bits I've ever heard. It's comedy gold. There's things that only rich people and poor people can associate with, can really understand. Like, for instance, driving a car they no longer make. Very rich people are driving Duesenbergs from the 1960s.
A classic.
My uncle is driving a Matador from 1974. Knowing the going rate for copper. There's something, once again, very rich, very poor people all on board with. I get that. Let's get to this, shall we?
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
How about this? The BJCC, it's now Legacy Arena, but we'll just call it the Arena, turns 50 this year. The big 5-0.
Happy birthday.
What is the best concert you've seen at the BJCC Legacy Arena, Steve West?
I don't know, kind of a toss-up. Double bill between REO Speedwagon and Cheap Trick, or I could go Van Halen 1984 tour with Autograph opening.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
I bet that was good.
Yeah.
What about you?
I saw Whitney Houston in 1987. This was pre-Bobby Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Where,
Oh,
Whitney
bet
was
that
at
was
the top
great.
of her game.
I
yeah.
bet.
It was really good. How about you, Richard?
I know this is going to be weird, but I'm going to say Trans-Siberian Orchestra or Pentatonics. I saw them both in the same year, and they were both absolutely amazing.
TSO puts on a really good show.
That, I mean, it is a feast of sights and sounds of all different kinds, all over the arena, not just on the stage. And, of course, I love Christmas, so it's not hard to believe that I would pick something like that. Jeff says Village People, 1976.
Oh, my goodness. How fun.
Chuck says Rod Stewart, front row with the wife. He came down and took her under the stage. She was never the same, I bet. But the pure joy on her face was worth the inflated price. Elvis Presley, 1976, the inaugural year for the Coliseum, says K.A. Nice. Stevie Wonder with Harry Pinion conducting the backing orchestra. I have no idea who that is. Nice, John. Got to be an usher for Kiss. Pretty epic show. I believe it was Kiss about 1977. Bama Rise benefit concert with so many bands to mention under one roof in that one night. John Mellencamp, Scarecrow Tour. Good, Billy Ray. TSO, says Janet. Okay. Jeanette, rather. Tina Turner, 1985 Private Dancer Tour, says Joey. Good. The Lipizzaner Stallions, says Cherry. Wow.
I'm sure that was quite the concert.
First night for the Grateful Dead in 95. Second night, someone roofied my drink, and I have no memory other than my BFF telling me she never left my side and waited on my parents, who were sitting across the Coliseum, to come find us after the show.
Oh.
We were 17 and 18 at the time. Let's see. Korn and Rob Zombie. One caused an outage. Kansas and Heart, 1983. Peter Frampton was memorable, I bet. Elton John and Billy Joel. A lot of people said that. Yes. Oh, I wish I could have seen Yes there. Led Zeppelin. Actually, before a certain time, I saw a ZZ Top there. Could not understand a word they were saying. It was such a barn. The sound system was so bad. This was the tour they were supposed to be playing with the Black Crowes, and they kicked them off the tour because they were making fun of Miller Lite, their sponsor. Hall of Flame opened. It was terrible. That's it for us. Back tomorrow, dark and early, 6 a.m. Talk at you then. Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Bye-bye now.